This is t-test for uncorrelated means. The independent samples t-test compares the means of two independent groups in order to determine whether there is statistical evidence that the associated population means are significantly different. The formulas for t-test are as follows, wherein x sub 1 means the first group, x sub 2 means are the means of the second group, v sub 1 are the variance of the first group, v sub 2 are the variance of the second group, n sub 1 population of the first group, and n sub 2 population of the second group. Here you see the table for engineering and computer science. You add all the variables in the first column to get the summation, which is the EX sub 1. And you divide the summation with the number of variables you added to get the summation, or your N. That's the result of which is the means of your group, or the means of the first group. You do the same with the other columns. Subtract the variables in each column to get next you square the variables of each column. Here you get 92.16 and you square negative 8.38 to get 70.22. You complete next step, we formulate the HO or the hypothesis. Second step, we'll test the hypothesis, and the last step, we make the decision. We formulate the hypothesis as you see here. There is no significant difference between engineering and computer science. Next, we test the HO. Now you see the math here, you check the formula and substitute it with its corresponding variables. Do this with both engineering and computer science. You get the solution and use it for the t. Substitute it and solve the final answer. Which the final answer of t will be considered as your CV. Our CV here is 3.61. Next, we get the degree of freedom, which is n1 plus n2 minus 2. We substitute it to 10 plus 8 minus 2, which we have 16. You find the degree of freedom in your table. We are using the standard, which is 0.05, to get 2.583. I repeat, 2.583. Next, we test for the decision. Our final decision is the hypothesis is rejected because the CV is higher than the TV. There is significant difference between engineering and computer science. A quick recap, we formulate the hypothesis, which is there is no significant difference between engineering and computer science. Next, we test the hypothesis. Here you go, the formulas. And we came up with our final decision, which is the hypothesis